I went to B&M to look at their Easter stuff. They had the Kit Kat bunnies. They're a classic. They're always out every Easter. They also had these Kit Kat mini eggs. Now, I love Kit Kat, so I'll probably get some of those for myself if no one else gets them for me. Kit Kat eggs, only 85p or 1.49. I couldn't figure out the price. And then you had the little white chocolate mini bunnies as well. I probably prefer the white one, but they're the worst chocolate for you, but they are good. And they were 1.69 for the white chocolate bunnies. And then you had some even minier bunnies. You had the bigger ones and the mini ones. Chocky Brocky, it's like half an Easter egg with loads of stuff filled in, and then you drizzle Biscoff over it. That was £3. There's some more later in the video. Big, massive Milky Bar egg, includes lots of Milky Bar treats and stuff. They were £8 for those, but you also had a Smartie one as well. Both were £8 each. So great for kids, great to put things in afterwards. The little Kinder surprises, I love these because on them it says, you're a star, you're special, you're amazing, I'm so proud of you. I'm going to get a couple of those for my little boy because I absolutely love those. And then you had the original ones as well. They were £1.15 for those. And then you also had the white chocolate Cadbury eggs, and you had these little M&M mini eggs as well. They were £1.69 for those. You also had the Popper eggs from Poppets. I used to love Poppets when I was a kid. Biscoff, like Cadbury cream eggs, but a Biscoff one in the middle. I'm not a fan of Biscoff. I'm really not. I don't really like it. And you also had the Cadbury cream egg white chocolate ones. There was a 5 in there, I think, for £2.59. You could get single Biscoff ones if you didn't want the whole pack. They were only 85p each. My son loves Biscoff, so I grabbed him one of those. The Dime Dairy Milk chocolate mini eggs as well. They were £1.69. And then you also had the white Cadbury cream egg chocolates, and you had one random one which wasn't in a wrapper, but I'm sure they'll get more. They were all 85p each. So I've never tried a white one, so let me know what you think of the white ones. Smartie mini eggs. You also had the Aero mini eggs, and you also had the classic mini eggs as well. Mini eggs are the classic for Easter, aren't they, really? It had these little Paw Patrol mini eggs. This one was rubber, and that was Marshall. My son used to love Paw Patrol when he was really small. They were £1. And you also had the little Kinder Chick and Bunny and sheep and everything, and that was £2.49 for that. And then you had these little Kinder eggs, mini eggs as well. My son is a big Kinder fan, so I'll probably get him some of those. And you had the cheaper version of Kinder, the Chocolino, which I've never tried. So if you tried them, let me know, are they just as good as Kinder? They had pink and blue. I don't know if there's any difference. Obviously, dinosaurs are in the blue one. Couldn't think what was in the pink one. Then I saw these, but I wasn't sure if they were Easter, but they looked Easter-like. Kinderini, so like chocolate biscuits, but I don't know if they were Easter, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. On to the decorations. We had some signs for Easter, some little decorative bunnies there for £1.75, Easter sign for £3.50, and you had this Happy Easter bunting if you decorate your home for Easter. These lovely signs as well, these were £3.50. I think they're all really nice stuff. I just don't decorate my home for Easter. This little kind of flower pot with some hidden eggs in. They were £8, I think. See, it says £4, but it was actually £8, so that's why I get so confused. This is a nice candle, and I like the jar it's in as well. So once you burn the candle, you could use that for something. And you also had this, I think this was a candle too, but also I couldn't open it, and that was £5 as well, but it's very decorative. These little candle holders are really nice. So again, for a very Easter theme and spring theme, to put some tea lights in or something. They're only £5 each. And then you had these treat boxes. There were only 2 treat boxes. You had a tablecloth, and then you had these decorative eggs that you could just use. They were £5 for those as well. And again, you had some more flower, kind of fake flower pots of Hello Spring on, so you didn't have to use it just for Easter. You could use it for the whole of spring. And you had these wreaths as well. They were pretty nice. There were some better ones later in the video. These daisy wax mount. So this was more the spring stuff, but I thought it was pretty, so I thought I would show you. Some candles as well. Lots of candles. I love this daisy candle jar as well. well. That was £5. And again, once you burn the candle, you could use it for something else. And these jars were really pretty as well. Great for Easter next year. If you burn the candle this year, then you could just put some eggs or chocolate in. And these LED light up spring candles, they were £10 for the 3 of them. Also had Lego. If you know someone that likes Lego, could have Easter Bunny for £17.99. The Cadbury's caramel eggs, I bet they're nice. Who doesn't love caramel? And then you also had the Cadbury cream egg. There were 5 of those, the original Cadbury cream egg. I think they were £2.25, and you could get 8 of them for like £5 something, I think. But you also had the Cadbury Oreo, which is just as good as well. You could get a mix of the Cadbury cream egg, the white and the caramel, but I need more of the white one. And then the mini eggs, you've got Dairy Milk, Malteser Bunnies, Galaxy Mint Straws, Aero, After 8, and again, more Malteser Bunnies at the bottom. So there was lots of mini eggs. And then these are like the cheap version of mini eggs, aren't they? So they're only £1 each. And then you had Galaxy Truffles. So I thought they were Galaxy Mint Straws, but they weren't. Easter favourites, 15 bags of your Easter favourites. There was £5.49 for that. And then we move on to the bathrooms. You can have a Happy Easter bath mat. That was £7 just for the mat. Or you could buy one for the toilet seat and the toilet around the toilet. That was £10 for that bunny. Moving on to some of the eggs, you got Twix, Celebrations. Then you had this dairy milk pack. It was £6.99. There was 22 eggs in there if you are doing an Easter egg hunt with your family. There were some cookies, which I'll come into later. Big bars of dairy milk. And you also had... There was something else. Oh, the dairy milk Easter bunny, but I probably just go to Aldi and get the cheaper version, to be honest. Also had these spring mix gummies. They were £2, so I grabbed those because my son and my nieces would like to share those. So I thought they were good. Quite a big, heavy box as well. And you also had your classic mini egg bar of chocolate as well. I think that was £1.69. There's then the chocolate brookie, which I showed you earlier, some Kinder eggs. And then for £1.50, you just had the cheaper version of like eggs, like Christmas tree decorations, aren't they? But the Easter chocolate instead, just a different wrapper really. And then you had this tin of popcorn and sweets and pretzels and everything. Was £3 for that. They are nice. Someone bought me for Christmas and they are good. And then you, again, like I said, you had the cookies, they had 59p. You had the Easter egg, you had the chick, and you had the carrot. I bought my son one before and they were not nice, but let me know if you liked them. The actual mug of this is white chocolate, and then the rest of it is milkshakes. This is a Skittles milkshake you can make. They're £5, and you could also do an Oreo one for £5 as well. And this is the Choco Brownie and the cookie dough, like the chocolate brookie that I showed you earlier. So you could do one with cookie dough, and you could have a chocolate brownie one as well. And they're only £3 each, so they're very indulgent. Animal Farm Cookie House, so gingerbread house, but an Animal Farm one. And you can make your own spring cookie kits. I think you get the cookies and you just got to decorate them. These little teddies with some chocolates, biscuits and sweets in. You get a chick, or you could get the bunny. I like the bunny. Let me know what you like. They're £5 each. More eggs, Bounty and M&M's. I love a Bounty. A lot of people don't, but I do love a Bounty. Betsy Bunny Sweets. They're only £1 for those. Or you could get the Charlie Chick ones as well, and they were also £1 too. I love this little egg cup, I guess, and it's got chocolate egg in. A bit too big for an actual egg cup. Milkshake, like the hot chocolates you can get at Christmas, but this is a milkshake. You get strawberry. You could also get a chocolate one, and I think you could also get a banana one. I'm not sure my son would have it, but I might buy him one anyway because they're only £1, but I'm not sure what flavour. Hot chocolate stirrer. I still love a hot chocolate through the summer. I know I'm weird. And the hot chocolate discs as well. And they were only £1 each. And then you had the Chick hot chocolate stirrer as well. So they were only 89p. Then you had some chocolate lollies. You had a chocolate Chick just here. And you had a chocolate bunny. And they were also 89p each. So if you wanted to get some lollies to hide in your Easter egg hunt. And then you had a little bit more of a luxury one, I guess. Or just actually it was in a box. That's probably why it's a bit more at £1. Chick mallows, so you get chicky, like little chick marshmallows. You could also get them in bunnies as well if you wanted to. My son has way too many marshmallows, doesn't need any more. And then you had these little sweets, and chocolate, carrots and bunnies. I think the bunnies were chocolate and the carrots were like orange jelly beans. And they were only £1 each. I love this mug, and it was a hot chocolate. So it was a hot, like you can make your own hot chocolate in the mug. And then you've got these little bunnies, which I bought some for my son to do a little Easter egg hunt with, and some little chicks as well. I brought them for an Easter egg hunt too. The lemon whirls, Mr. Kipling lemon whirls. My son doesn't like lemon, so there's no point in that. But I did like these Easter selection shortbread biscuits, and you could just decorate them yourself if you wanted to. An Easter egg hunt kit, so you can reuse the eggs. There's 15 in there altogether. Great if you are just starting out, so that's £3. You can reuse them every year. These little baskets with eggs and crafting, and then they could use the baskets to go on their Easter egg hunt, and you could get one as a bunny in pink as well, and they were £4 each. And then you also had the chick mug with the hot chocolate in as well. You also had these milkshake cups and had everything you needed in it to make a milkshake, apart from obviously the milk or ice cream if you do it that way. And they were great little things to keep as well. They had the chick and the bunny. They were £4 each. I thought they were really nice. You could fill the mug up with some Easter chocolates. More Easter chocolates here, little tins with some little biscuits or little chocolate coins. Don't know quite what was in there. And then you've got a range of chocolate items here for Easter: Cadbury cream egg, Terrace chocolate orange, After Eights, the Gillian and Galaxy, the Twirls. What Easter egg would you pick? If you could pick any Easter egg, if someone's going to buy you an Easter egg and they would pick, you could have any one you wanted, what would you have? I don't know what I'd have. I don't know, because I love Ferrero Rocher, but I also like Kit Kat. So they've got a Ferrero Rocher one there. They've got Toblerone there as well. And then down at the bottom, they've got Thornton's ones. And I love this one. They have a Guinness rugby ball one. I just quickly skipped that. So sorry, I didn't put that in. But there was a Guinness rugby ball one there as well, which was like dark chocolate. Milky Bar mini egg bar. And your bath duck, if you wanted to get a little bath duck for your little one to have their bath with. And then you had Kinder Bueno mini eggs as well. And you had this Roundtree's Jelly-tastic mini egg bar. Never tried it. £1.49. Let me know what you think. The Terrace chocolate orange cream egg one, 75p. And some more Kinder mini eggs as well, just there. You also had Reese's eggs too. So two peanut butter chocolate Reese's eggs. So I don't know how much they were. Definitely not 75p. Haribo eggs galore. You had about 11 packs, 11 mini packs in there. Great for if you're getting to have a party or Easter egg hunt with lots of kids. Cadbury cream egg bar. And then we have more eggs here. So Dairy Milk, Malteser, Smarties, Oreo. And then you have mini egg. And you had all the little Cadbury ones that they do. And I had Reese's at the bottom as well. Whisper, Cadbury cream eggs, Chunky, Kit Kat, more mini eggs. There are two different sizes of mini eggs: white chocolate Cadbury cream egg, Twirl, and then you have Smarties and a Reese's egg at the bottom as well. And they were £5.99. So they were all a range of different prices, depending on the size of the egg that you want to get. Rolo, Munches, Fruit Pastels, Milky Bar, and Yorkie. Yorkie was a classic in my house when we were kids. And then at the bottom, you got the Kinder Egg, but this year it's Star Wars. They're £5.99 each. Aero, Smarties, these Thornton ones had a dinosaur coming out of the egg. They were really good. And you had just a Thornton's bunny for £2.99. You could also get 9 treat bags of mini eggs. They were £5.75. Maltesers, more Thorntons, more Milky Bar, more Kit Kat, Biscoff ones, a range of different eggs that you could buy. Bounty, again, like I said, I love a Bounty. A lot of people don't. Skittles, Galaxy, and a Twix, and a white Twix. What do you prefer, Twix or white Twix? Let me know. Bailey's, Raffaello, you know, like the white chocolate of Ferrero Rocher, Cadbury cream eggs, and down the bottom you had a Quality Street one. There you go. Also had some more of these Easter signs. They were £3.50. Some cake molds. These had little bunnies and Easter eggs for cake molds. They were £2.50 if you want to make your own cake or make your own chocolate cones or chocolate domes. You could have a bunny egg mold as well. And I love this box. It was just like a nice little box, Happy Easter, pink bunny on one side, blue bunny on the other side. And I think it was only £2, which wasn't too bad. Great to put everything in. I love this little decorative rabbit. That was £3. And this drink kind of fountain thing. So I can't think what they're called, but they were £4 each. Some cookie cutters as well, bunny, carrot, egg and rabbit, little top hat. I think my son has that. I bought him years ago. Cake tin liners, which are Easter themed. And you also had these little tiny bunny feet that you could see the Easter bunny had been. I bought my son them years ago and they still keep going. We've also got the egg cases and some little bunny sticks for making your own Easter cakes, or what are they called? Like the cornflake ones. Chick topper and an Easter egg topper as well. So you wanted to make your own Easter eggs. Do you bake for Easter? Let me know if you do any baking for Easter. 2 treat bags with the little shredded paper as well. There were some more a bit later in the video. Some napkins for Easter. They were £2, and this lovely little Easter mug as well. Now, I don't decorate for Easter, like I've said. I only ever decorate for Christmas. But let me know if you decorate your house for Easter. I'd love to know. You get these tongs as well, these Easter tongs, especially if you're doing a barbecue, if the weather is any good. And then you had these tiny little cake molds, these little bunny feet, or you could buy the bunnies and the carrots as well. And you got this tablecloth, this bunny tablecloth too. You also had these straws. There was a daisy, a bunny, a chick, and I can't think what the other one was, but there were 4 in there all together. Paper plates, they were only £2. They were in a little one's party. And you also had these lovely placemats. There were only 2 of them, but they were really pretty. I like those if you're doing a big party again. And then you had some more paper plates here, a little bit more grown up. They were £2 each. And then you had 6 cupcake boxes for £1.50 if you are making your own cakes and taking it to a party somewhere. We also had these little fidget toys. There was quite a few crafty things you'll get into. They were only £1. One was a chick and one was bunnies. So they were quite good. Paint your own Easter eggs. They were £5. Great to do over the summer holidays with the little ones. And you also had this crystal creation, like a diamond art Easter kit as well. You had a fidget box. There were 15 fidgets in there altogether, a bunny and a chick one, and they were £4 each. You can see everything in there. And you also had this mini bunny vending machine. So you could put chocolates in the egg and then they do the vending machine themselves. That was £4. These mini moshi and plush surprise eggs. And then you had this happy Easter sign where it had a few bars of chocolate in. They do them all the time now, Mother's Day, Father's Day and Easter. You had this little plush toy bunny thing. I thought that was good for little ones. They were £5 each for those. And you also had this putty. They're £3, so something to do maybe outside with the kids if the weather gets warmer. Lots of putty in there to play with glitter and everything. So outside, not in the house. No glitter in the house. That's what our raw weather was. And you had this bunny family that you could decorate yourself and decorate your own Easter decorations too. You also had some stamps as well and this dino decorations. You can do it as dinosaurs. Had the stamps there, and you also had the Easter canvas as well for kids to do throughout the summer holidays or just the Easter weekend. You had some little bunny, what are they? I want to say they're like I don't know what they are, honeycomb bunnies. And then again, some treat bags here for £2.50. There was 10 of them in there. So if you are doing a party and want to give a little bag to give away, and you could decorate your own bonnet. And they also had a dinosaur one that you could do as well. But I didn't record that. I think it was just starting to get a bit busy. A mega Easter craft box for £5. And you had lots of Easter stickers as well. And they were £3 each. 300 stickers for £3. So some more of these, this wicker bunny. I thought that was quite a nice decorative thing. I don't know how much that was. And then you had some egg garlands, some 3D egg garlands. They were £3 each for those. And you also had this little plus chick as well. It was like a ball, I felt like a dog ball, dressed as like with a chick thing on. And then you had the bunny as well. So great for kids, but if you've got a dog, they might chew it up. Little buckets here for £1.50 for the kids to go and do their Easter egg hunt with. And you also had this Easter decoration pack in there as well. I think there were 6 of them, so you could decorate the majority of the house. Another little bunny decoration reminded me very much of Peter Rabbit. Maybe Peter Rabbit's grumpy dad or grumpy uncle. There was a grumpy one in there. Easter activity book. There was also some little Easter crackers. They were £5 each. And you had some more of these honeycomb bunnies as well, a bit more colourful this time if you wanted to put some colour in your home. And then you had these helium balloons, which didn't need helium. I don't know how they fill up, but they're £1.50. Some more of the honeycomb eggs, and you had some more just here as well. So lots of different ones if you want to decorate your home. And then 15 carrot treat bags that you could just fill with sweets and chocolate. You had this Easter bunny wand, a light up wand, and the Easter bead kit, which my nieces would love. They would love that because they're very crafty kids. I love this headband. They're only £3, but if you go on an Easter egg hunt somewhere, that would be really nice to put on if you didn't want to have a bonnet. And this wooden Happy Easter sign as well, that was £3 for that. A wooden one just seems a little bit better, not going to rip or anything, and it can last for a few years. And then you had the paint by numbers, bunny or chick, or bunny chick, I don't know if there's 2 in there. There were 6 in there. There you go. And then you had these eggs that you could paint yourself. So like character eggs, they're £3.50. I think there was 4 in there altogether, but you could decorate them a bit crafty with the eggs that you want to do. And I love this little Easter basket just as a decorative thing. That was, I think it was £2. And decorative eggs here, they were £5 each as well. You get some Easter stickers to put on your window. And I love this wreath as well. That is really, really pretty. Because if you're getting married, that'd be good at your wedding. Just FYI. And this bunny decorative wreath as well, that was quite nice. And then you got an Easter bag too just there. And then you had these little eggs here. So first of all you had this big plushy thing, and then in the yellow bucket they were like eggs that you could put your own chocolate in and reuse them year after year. You had £4 for the soft toy. If you know someone who loves soft toys, you get them one of those. They're only £4 each. And you also had these little decorative bowls here to put some little snacks in or some bits and pieces in. You had this lovely plate. It was £1.75. So again, more a decorative thing. Oh, actually, it was £3.50. See, the prices are always different, so you never know. These bowls, you got yellow, purple and green. I had little ones as well. And they had some bunny napkins for £3 each, and an oven glove, Easter oven glove too. You also had, they were £2.50, those oven gloves, a whisk and an Easter spatula. I do need to get a spatula, but I don't know if I want an Easter one. And I loved this. It reminded me of me and my son. And then you had these cups and drink things as well. One was in blue and one was in pink, and they were only £2 each. So we are coming to the end of B&M. I know it was a little bit rushed, but it was very busy in there, and I was trying to record everything without getting in people's way. So if you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with a friend if they would like to see what's in B&M, and also subscribe to the channel because I'm going to do Home Bargains, Poundland, and a few other supermarkets as well before the Easter turns up. So do subscribe to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.